the end of the day, the credit card companies want to make money off you, off interest, and they're hoping that you don't pay. It's all a game. So if you just outsmart them, then you can win and you can really use it to your advantage.
What are some strategies as far as funding wise that you would give to somebody who doesn't have much capital to work with, but they're looking for some type of capital to start their business?
First thing I would do is see where I'm at. Where do I stand? So I got to get my experience report. I recommend using that, seeing where you at. And for business credit, I will start off with lower tier cards. Now, what I mean by that, you have to see where you are on your personal level. Easiest banks to get with, Chase. Some of the harder ones are Amex. But once you start to have your personal credit in line, then you're able to acquire more funding for the business side. So you got to make sure your personal is in point first. Then you go up to the business side.
I heard you talking about business credit, personal credit. Can you just give people a little bit more game on that? Because if I'm first starting off, what's the difference between using business credit or personal credit? What are the implications of that?
Absolutely. I recommend going with the business route because one, it doesn't show up on your personal credit report. So let's say you have a $20,000 debt. It won't show up as personal. It'll be on the business side, so it won't affect your debt to income ratio. Also, with the business credit, a lot of times you can get 0% interest for 12, 18 months. So if you get approved for 30, 40, 50,000, you can put that working capital into something and you have 12 months to pay that where you don't accrue any interest. And then you can leverage the 0% interest, and typically you get higher limits for business. Personally, you might get $5,000 to $10,000. For business, you might get 20, 25, 30, just depending on how good your history is and things like that. So I recommend creating great relationships with all banks, starting checking accounts, depositing money, building that relationship. Everything is relationship based. So once you have that good foundation, then they're going to start reaching out to you saying, hey, we want you to apply for here. Apply for this card, do this, do that. You want that instead of you going to them. You want them coming to you wanting your business. I recommend too, let's say if you go make a purchase for $1,500, pay that the next day. So you do $1,500, make a $1,500 payment. You make 2 or 3 payments in a month towards your credit card. That looks good in the bank's eyes. One, they know your history. They know you're gonna pay. You build a trustworthy relationship with them. So then they're being more inclined to give you that credit line increase versus you asking them. You always want the banks giving you stuff before you have to go ask them. Because when you go ask them, then they're going to require documentation. They want to see taxes. They want to see all this. But if you're spending a lot and you're being responsible, then they're like, hey, give you 15, 20,000. Because at the end of the day, the credit card companies want to make money off you, off interest, and they're hoping that you don't pay. It's all a game. So if you just outsmart them, then you can win and you can really use it to your advantage.